Have you ever wondered what the best way to sharpen a knife is? Well, we're at the right spot. We're here with Max the Knife. Stay tuned, we'll show you exactly how to do it. Y'all might recognize this guy right here. Max, y'all see him dabbling me, getting gold rings off the bottom about 10 feet down. But you didn't know, in his spare time, he's a knife sharpener. He does it every day. Sharpens all kind of knives, scissors, cutters, everything. He's going to show us how to do it right now.
You can hear it catch the paper.
All right, here you go. Let's check this out.
Here. Every little nick catches the paper.
Every little nick will catch the paper as it's trying to cut. That thing's slicing through the paper pretty good, though. But you hear it right there. I see it. I saw it catch it right there. So every time you hear it do that, it's actually catching a nick on the edge of the knife blade.
It's a big nick right there, see it?
And you heard it when it hit it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But you don't have to do it with the paper. I'm just doing that for your reference. It's pretty sharp at the tip. It's got some little nicks right along in there at the back.
So you can tell,
but we got to take those out before you sharpen them.
You got to take the nicks out first.
All right. I haven't done anything to it, but I see a few nicks in it.
What kind is that now? That's
I don't know. It says technique.
Japanese stainless steel.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
I heard. I see that. Yeah, very dull. Yeah. All right, he's gonna show us exactly how he sharpens.
We got to polish these up a little bit.
Oh, all right.
Really coarse, you see.
What's that called now?
Sisal.
Thistle wheel.
It's like rope.
It's like rope in it, huh?
That's what it looks like at new.
This is a new one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That one. These are 10-inch, but this one's more down bad.
That's what this one looks like new right here on the end, and this was that is this right here, but one down.
Yeah, it's
wow.
two of them.
Opens up
side by side. It's two.
Oh, it's two of them in there. Okay, I got you. Okay, got you.
You can put 3 or 4, but I just
and this
like
is
2.
just for sharpening. I mean, for cleaning them.
Taking the scratches out and cleaning them.
Okay.
But you have to use this.
And that's a rouge.
But this is a special Sisal rouge, or they call it Sisal compound. Okay. Really coarse.
It's a coarse one. Okay.
Takes out all the scratches and comes in a big bar like this when you get it.
I got you.
I just bought a new bar, so I have it.
Okay, cool.
And then when you polish it out, you polish on this side with this nice, pretty cotton buffing wheel.
That's the polishing
side. And you use. So I'll show you what kind this is. This is Japanese green rouge.
So this is going to get the scratches out, and this is going to buff it out right there.
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's see it in action.
Of all the machines that anybody uses in the knife business, this is the most dangerous.
This is the most dangerous machine. Should I back up, Max?
I have mine turning down this way. Some people like them turning up so he catches the blade, throws it this way. I like to catch it so it throws the blade down.
All right, we don't want to be throwing the blade. I'm going to back up.
So when you put this on here, you need to put the knife under there. If somebody wastes the compound, falls on the knife. And that's all you need right there. You can see what it looks like now, see it?
Okay. Kind of dirty looking.
It won't be for a second though.
Now why is this the most dangerous? Because it can actually take the knife out of your hand.
Yeah.
All right, if y'all see a knife coming out here, run. You see a knife coming at you, run. Right now we're getting the scratches out, cleaning it up.
Now where the major scratches are along the bottom, you've got to spend a little more time on it. Yours aren't really that bad, they just look bad, but they'll clean up nice.
Is this a good steel in this knife right here now?
Yeah, it's handmade Japanese layered up steel.
Handmade Japanese layered steel. This is
they call it Damascus steel, correct?
Yeah. This probably costs, what, $300, isn't it?
That one was probably about $200.
That's about a $200 knife right there. Good stuff right there. All right, Max, what is this one doing here now?
This is just buffing and polishing.
Buffing and polishing. Just to make it look pretty, right?
Yep. Almost like new.
Almost like it. I see the sound coming in already. This green stuff he's using right here comes from Japan. There's a nice capital wool and kind of making that, right?
I don't know. There's a lot of German people probably disagree with you on that.
The Germans don't do it, the Japanese making the best.
That's the best knife made for the money right now, in my opinion.
And that, what kind is that one?
That's a Victor knife.
And that's made by what company?
People make the Swiss Army knife.
There you go, that's it.
That's what 99% of the butchers around this area use.
Now I bought a
Same
set.
similar knife as this Japanese knife. Thin and really sharp, but only less than $100.
Where can you buy this one at?
I don't know if anybody here locally sells them.
I'll have to put a link to some of those.
You know the Swiss Army knife, right? That's the people who make the Swiss Army knife.
Okay. You ever have one come in here in Texas?
Nope. I had one come out of my hand and fly in the room everywhere.
This will still have to be cleaned off, but look how nice and pretty it is. I can show you what it was. Nice and clean. I haven't got into the sharpen yet. We're just still cleaning right now. You see your reflection in it. There you go. Yeah, that's good.
That's a newer one. Less scratches in it.
All right, what we got here, Max? We got some wet stones?
Water stones.
Water stones.
Not oil stones, water stones.
Water
They have to
stones.
be soaked in water before you use them.
And how long you got to soak them in water before you use them?
Not too long. They just absorb the water pretty quick.
Okay. And are these, this is not what you're going to use to sharpen these knives with,
You
correct?
probably should, but I'm not going to. It's a
These
nice
take
thing,
more
but it
time.
takes a long
When you
time.
sharpen hundreds of knives, it's a lot faster to use this little machine over here, which will
Yeah.
Max will show us just a little bit how to use that machine to sharpen knives. He just showing us right now other ways to sharpen knives. And one way is with these whetstones. And these come in all kind of different.
That's an 8,000. That's the highest
course.
grit I have. The problem with water stones is they work really nice. I mean, they're hard to beat once you figure out how to do it correctly.
Okay.
But it's just like anything else. You got to start with, like this really coarse is 400. This one is 1,000, and I think it's 700 on the top. But you see that
Oh yeah, I
slope
can
in
see you've
that?
been working on it.
You can't have that slope.
You can't have that.
No, it has to be squared flat every time after every use.
Wow.
That's another drawback to them. Plus, they cost a fair amount of money. The coarse ones aren't too expensive. They run 50 to 80 bucks if you buy the nice ones. When
Yeah.
you get up into the 6,000, 10,000, 8,000, they can cost 200 or 300 bucks each. Well, yours probably cost how much?
They weren't that bad. So they're a lot smaller than your stones.
Yeah,
So I want to say this is probably maybe 25, 30 bucks on
Okay,
Amazon or
okay.
something. Each one of these.
And when you're talking about 400, 800,000, that's grits in the.
No, no, that's the price. Oh, yeah, grits.
The grits in it,
8,000.
right?
This is 8,000 grits.
That's
right here.
8,000 grits. So
That's as high as I go for knives.
Yeah, 8,000 grits. You can see it right there. So that's making a real fine.
And
that's
polished.
the end and
Yeah, at the
polishing.
end, yeah.
Where the lower is like the 400, 800 to start off.
But we still use a leather strop after this to give it a little more polish. Even after we use
Even
these
after you use
stones.
a top 8,000, you still go with leather to kind of polish
And
it
see,
up.
that's 4,000 grit.
But what would you start with when you start in
Like
sharpening?
these have right over there, 400.
400. You start with that. That's
I think mine is, you can't read it, but mine is 700 on this side and 1,000 on this side. His is,
Feel that. You can feel like how rough that
You
is.
can feel that's
his
a
is
lot rougher
400
with
and
400.
800, see?
Every
Yeah.
time it gets higher, it gets smoother and smoother. It's rougher feeling right here.
But you have to flatten them out after every use, or they get like that. Then they don't work
Gotcha.
properly. That's the secret of water stones, is flattening them out.
And you can just use another stone to flatten it out. Is
Well,
that
they
right?
make an actual, I didn't bring it out here, but they actually make a stone sharp, a flattener. It's got little grooves cut in it. The best thing is a big diamond stone. They sell diamond stones usually 3x8. It's bigger than this. And you can use that water stone, that diamond stone, just put it in the sink, put a rag on it, leave them underwater and flatten them out with that diamond stone. I think I
Max
have
is
one
talking
in
about
the
flattening this back out. It's got to be flat when you start. This one here would
It's
have to
not
be
flat.
flattened before he could use it again to sharpen stone.
Yeah.
We're not going to be sharpening on these today. It takes a lot.
This is a thing called an Edge Pro. When it's all set up, it's got little feet on it.
This is another way to sharpen a knife.
Yep, this is called an Edge Pro. Apex, they make two models.
Let's get over here. Let's get over here so we get a good picture of this right here.
This is what I started sharpening knives with at the first farmer's market. This clamps down on the table like that.
This is another knife sharpening method here.
This holder
Yeah.
goes in here like this.
Now with these whetstones here, you would do this is hand done. You have to kind of angle your knife as you sharpen it.
Yep.
You got to know how to angle your knife on these stones here. This machine right here is a little bit different.
Not really. It's just a different setup. This is a hand-operated knife sharpener.
Okay.
It uses water stones.
But you don't. It doesn't have a thing where it tells you what angle it's at.
Yep, that's right here. You set the angle by these little dogs right here.
Okay, you can
15, 20, 25, and 30.
Is this a good machine to use?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Really
okay,
good.
Real good
It's
machine.
a couple $100, 200. This is
Okay.
probably the
Edge Pro. I'll put a link down here in the comments below if y'all interested.
Hand me
in
that knife,
type.
Gig.
All right, let's try
What
this.
this does is, I'm not going to show you exactly. You hold it with your hand
Okay.
and you sharpen it like this.
And that's at this right angle that you set it at.
Whatever
here.
you want to set it at. We're not
Oh
going
wow,
to
that's pretty good to do that. I
And
like
you get
that.
through with that, you just switch it over here like this. It works really good. It's pretty fast. You got to go through different stones though. That's 220 grit. That's 120 grit. That's 400 grit. That's 1000 grit. Really bad knives, you use a, I don't think I got one in there. I may have taken it out. They make a diamond stone just like this for the really bad knives.
One is 120 grit. That's
Yeah,
really
that's coarse. That's
really
like it's
cool.
done.
There.
But
Good
that's-
grief.
if your knife was in bad shape, you could start with that. But 220 is normally good enough to start with. This is just one application.
Edge
This is-
Pro. That's another way you can use a sharpener knife.
That's
right
what
there.
I used for a year and a half.
Nice.
And then I bought a thing called a Wicked Edge,
Wicked Edge. Another way to sharpen a knife.
which is by far the nicest knife sharpener I ever used. It's a little dangerous, but it works really good.
A Wicked Edge. How about
It sits
that?
on the table like this.
Okay.
It has a stand that came with it. I did away with the stand. Okay. It
But
has,
this is a good knife sharpening system also, correct?
some people think this is the absolute best knife
Okay.
sharpener. And it is, but it's really slow when used correctly.
If you sharpen 100 knives, you won't want to do it this way, right?
You would, but your wrist would say, well, what am I thinking about? What do we do with that knife?
This knife?
Oh yeah, that knife. The knife, this is a knife lock. It puts it in different height knives. You drop the height down to 1, or if it's a pocket knife, you can set it up 2. Let's set it on the second one.
Right
It
here.
goes in here like this, and it has an edge thing to find where you want to put it so it cuts the bevel correctly up and down the knife. I've done a lot of them, so I know that's going to be pretty close right there. All right, it's locked in place.
It's
Isn't that
locked
cool?
in
You
place.
Take that out of place, and this uses diamonds.
So this isn't using grit, it's using diamond grit, I guess, right?
Yeah, diamond grit. It comes in different grits. This is 100, it's 220. That's 400 to 600. That's 1,000, 800 to 1,000.
Wow.
And then they have a micro, I think this is 1,500. Let's see where it is. It doesn't say, it just says fine here.
Yep,
That's
fine.
that's really fine
Oh my
diamonds
God,
right
look
there.
at that. Hey, kid, it looks like...
You can feel the difference.
Woo.
This is coarse. See how coarse that is.
Oh yeah, big time. You definitely feel it different. It actually
What happens
catches
is
on
you
your
put
finger.
these on these rods right here. And here you have an angle. Whatever angle you want to set it on.
You set it on an angle down
20
there.
degrees, 22 degrees, 15 degrees.
If somebody wanted to buy this, and how long would it take them to learn how to?
Not too long to use it,
You
but it's very expensive.
Okay.
Uh,
But it's a good machine.
You get yourself
Another
there.
option you
Yeah,
got
right
for
there.
sharpening
Yeah,
knives.
that's okay. I got myself there. But this works
All right.
like this, Gig, see? Once you get the angle set, you start right here. You go up and down, back and forth. You get a steady motion with 2 hands.
Wow.
I used this for a year and a half at the farmer's market. This is a nice machine.
And
Very, very accurate.
Max is talking about. He keeps talking about farmers market. Tell us about the farmers market, Max.
It's like a bunch of vendors here selling vegetables and produce. All kinds of steaks and chickens and eggs and everything. They
So
sell everything.
People can come out there and get you to sharpen knives right at the farmers market. Then?
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to put a address down there for that. So if y'all interested in
Well, I
getting
work
Max
so
to sharpen,
many, I don't know how you do it. But like I said, these diamonds, the problem with this machine, Gig, is it's expensive. Basic machine is like 300 something bucks. Then they
Gotcha.
go up. And these cost, when they wear out, like anything else, when you use them, diamonds wear out. They cost like 60 or 70 bucks a set.
Okay.
Not as bad as the water stones, but still expensive.
These would probably. Do these last longer than a water stone though, or they wear out about even as? That same?
If you use them a lot, they'd be about the same.
Okay.
But you don't have to flatten them. Now it comes with, when you get through sharpening it on the diamonds, we use ceramic paddles. That's medium ceramic and fine ceramic.
And that puts the polish on it.
That puts a polish on it. Before we use polishing tapes. We put those on a back of this diamond. It's a glass plating on there.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You see, and it sticks on
glass
there.
plate right there, and you put that right on.
This one right here is 2,000 grit polishing tape.
Wow, 2,000 grit.
This is 7,000 grit that's on here right now.
7,000, holy
You go
fuck.
through different grits to polish with. If you didn't want to
Man.
use a leather strop, they make leather paddles as well.
They go right on that. Leather
Horse
goes
leather,
on that.
cowhide leather, kangaroo leather, all kinds of leather. But they're really expensive. But the ceramics do as good a job as anything you want to use for normal household hunting type knives. You can't beat the ceramic paddles.
Nice.
That's a really good way to do it.
All right, that's a couple different methods of sharpening knives.
Yep.
We got anything else?
I'm sure you do.
I think
Some
we got
people
one
love this
more.
right here. That is a mouse pad.
Okay.
That is a piece of sandpaper.
All right.
You put the sandpaper on top of the mouse pad, and you go like this. Go like that. If it's a serrated knife like this, you come to the edge of the table, and you sharpen them serrations.
Oh man. Is it?
A mouse pad, and you go through different grits of sandpaper like
Just
you do
use
everything
paper.
else. You start with a coarse sandpaper, go to a medium, a fine, and sandpaper, as you know, goes up to 4, 5, 6, 10,000 grit. So you can get just as good a polish on a knife as you ever want with sandpaper.
No kidding. Now,
On a
mouse pad and
mouse pad.
sandpaper. That's a cheap way to go there, ain't it, Mac?
That's sort of a cheap way.
That's
A lot
not
of people-
cheaper than
A lot
other
of
ways.
people swear by this.
Okay. Well, that's a little quick tip there. That's pretty interesting tip to use that. Mouse pad, sandpaper, you can get all different types of sandpaper right at Home Depot or Lowe's, right?
Yep.
And just run it right on the edge of the table then.
Now, for an intermediate person who wanted to sharpen their knives at home, didn't want to spend a lot of money, there's all kinds of these sharpeners that you can buy.
Okay.
But I've done some research on all of them, and this one right here is called a Edge Maker Pro.
Edge Maker Pro. And I'll put a link down in the comments so y'all can
This by
Find that one
far
right
is
there
the
easy.
best, cheapest way to sharpen a knife,
and
as far as I'm concerned, that there is out there.
all right, if you don't really want to spend a lot of money and buying all this equipment and having this and having buffers, Max has got a way you can do it very cheap at home
Here it is.
and without having to do all this. He's got a couple systems here, and this one here is made by, what's it called there? Edge Maker.
Edge Maker
This
Pro.
one, that's the Edge Maker Pro. It's got 2 ways to sharpen knives that you can sharpen with, and this one's got 1.
This is just an Edge Maker.
Just an Edge Maker.
It's coarse. You see them little coarse teeth?
Yep.
Them little steel teeth in that thing?
Show us how that works, Max.
All
This
right.
is something that a commoner at home, a layman can actually use. It's pretty easy.
This
It's pretty
puts
easy.
a nice
right?
edge on your knife, but it's got a little toothy, so you have to be. It doesn't cut quite as well as it one with a little polish on it.
But if you just want to stick an edge on a knife to cut stuff on a normal everyday use, this will be something you
The
can
Pro
do.
is the exact same thing, except it has a honing side.
Okay, it's got 2. It's got a hone.
You sharpen over here and you hone over here.
Okay.
And we know this knife here is somewhat dull. We haven't sharpened it. You take this baby over here and you set it on the table with these little flat things flush up against the table like that.
Okay.
Like that. And you run this knife through there like that 5 or 6 times.
Just 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. And you run it through the honing side 5 or 6 times.
Now, are you taking just a little bit of
Yes,
metal off the
take
blade?
a
when you do this,
anytime
correct?
you sharpen a knife with anything, the
You
metal's
take the metal
removed.
off. So
Even with the water
you
stones.
don't want to sit there and do that thing 50 times on that one
No,
side if you eat
no.
the blade down, right?
No, you don't want to do it but about 5 or 6 or 7 times if the knife was really dull. Now this knife is theoretically sharp. See if we can cut some paper with it.
All right. Max uses just a piece of paper to always test how sharp a knife is to see if it'll slice through a piece of paper. Look at it. Good grief. Look
You
at
see
that.
that one?
Oh
That didn't
my
take
God,
very long.
That didn't take nothing. It slices up paper like butter.
And that's a good a knife
Unbelievable.
sharpener. That's a good a knife sharpener as anybody would ever want.
Oh my God.
What people don't realize about
tell
this
you what.
machine right here is it's great for ceramic knife. I mean for serrated knives.
Oh, really? You can do a serrated knife?
This is
See
a
that?
really great serrated knife sharpener.
I'm going to have to buy me one of them, Max. I like that.
But it works different. You don't lay it down. You hold it up like this.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get over here and get a good view of this. Now, if you want a serrated knife, he's going to show you how to sharpen one of those.
And you
Okay.
just stick it in there like that. And it's about 2 or 3 times, about 10 times or more. This was really bad serrated knife. You got to go a few more times.
Okay.
Same thing applies. You put it in the honing
That's the
side.
honing side right there.
And you hone it off a little bit.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty easy there.
Yeah, people think serrated knives won't get sharp, but I can tell you one thing. When they're sharp, they get just as sharp as any other knife.
Look at that, man. Look at that thing slicing through that paper like nothing. That's amazing.
But that's a nice knife sharpener for the buck. It's
Wow.
about
I've got 120 grit belt on this, and what's that gonna be doing?
taking the chips out of the blade, the microchips.
All right, we're gonna be doing that, taking microchips out of this beef blade.
We're actually going to dull it because you have to grind the chips out. So the belt's going down. So just turn it on. You run it crossways like this.
Wow, you just take it right down, huh?
And take the chips right out of it.
It's not sharp right now, is it?
No, it won't do anything.
Man.
But the chips are on.
That was when here we were cutting through the paper earlier, and you can see it catching on the edges. That's what we're getting rid of right now. There's those little tiny chips in the blade. Wow. It's not going to be sharp now. That 120 grit is going right across the edge of that blade, taking the chips out.
Can you see those chips? Once it's polished up, you can see them pretty good.
With my bad eyes, I can see them. Yeah.
That's just an excellent beef for a lot of fine Japanese thin-bladed knives. The Chun, the Global, the Mac.
They all do it. This is really nice knives, and they're so thin at the cut point.
Okay,
right?
we got no edge now. Now we have to put an edge on.
All right, we're going to...
This is a variable speed motor I use for taking fine work. It goes really fast or really slow.
Okay, when you're sharper, on what speed do you use?
About a medium. I guess around 1,000, 1,200 RPM. It goes up to 3,500.
Wow.
But it really creates a lot of heat then.
So
Heat, you don't like heat.
1,000 RPM.
Scissors I really run
With a
slow, just above a creep. But scissors.
1,000 RPM with 120
same
degrees.
range.
All right, here we go.
Now these knives, we try to get these as close to 15 or 16 degrees as we can. That's what the Japanese knives like to be sharpened at, 15 or
15 to 16
16.
degrees.
So yeah, well, I've done enough of them, so I don't have a thing to cut them with. I just use my eye.
You got a couple of them?
Yeah, I have.
A couple thousand of them.
You sharpen it a couple times till you feel a burr on the other side. That means you reach the apex of the edge. You can feel that if you take your finger and slide this way, you can feel a little burr.
Yeah, I do feel a little burr.
That's that little burr. That's all we have to do with it. Now for this knife, on this particular belt.
And now you can go through all three of them.
Yep. Sharp until we get to the edge and the form of apex, we know we got all the bad part of the edge on there right now.
All right, stay tuned. We'll see the next step in just a second. All right, Max has loaded another grit on here. What grit is this, Max?
300.
300 grit. And then after you do the 300 grit, what do you go to after that?
800.
800, and then what?
1,200.
1,200?
Sometimes I go to 26 or 2,500, but I don't know.
2,500, and then you do something after that?
No, I use the leather after that.
Leather after that, okay.
3M, these are 3M belts they call Treasurecize.
These are 3M belts, all different grits. And you just heard Max go through at least 4 different.
Go up to 4,000 grits.
Wow, 4,000 grits. But Max has done this so much, he knows the angle to put them at. Just by running on the belt right there. Right, Max?
Yep.
So he'll go around through 4 different, at least 4 different belts in leather to get all these, get the perfect edge on them. And then we'll show you how they'll cut on the paper. I bet they'll slice right through that paper without catching anything. What do you think, Max?
They will do that.
They'll do it. All right, we'll show you that in just
nice
a second.
Japanese knives.
a leather strap belt.
Not polishing compound, but honing compound.
But it's a leather belt right here.
Yep.
And green compound here it is. What is this doing here, Mac?
This is honing it, putting the polish on it, taking the burr off.
Taking the burr off. Right
The main thing is the burr, to get the burr off the knife. Ron, give me a piece of that paper over there.
The test is getting ready to come. Here comes the test. Will it slice through the paper? What do y'all think?
Now you remember a minute ago we tried it, we cut through the paper, but it was a little hesitant.
Right, it was
Of course,
kind of catching.
we hadn't finished the other grit, nor had we polished it.
All right,
Now it's
let's
done.
see it. Let's see it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. Oh my
You
gosh.
can go through here like this,
You can go through the angles and all.
do anything you want.
Before when we were doing this, it was catching every time because it had little grooves on the edge of the blade. The grooves are gone, and that knife is nice and sharp. What do you think, Ryan?
It's sharp. It's very
Is it
nice.
sharp?
Very nice.
Microchips.
The microchips are gone. That is one professional knife sharpening job right there. Max, awesome job, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for that right
No
there,
problem,
man. That's
Mr. Gig.
awesome, man. All right, if y'all are interested in checking out Max and seeing him sharpen some knives, or bring your own knives to him, I'm going to give you a link down below to his website, which tells where he'll be at in the area sharpening knives. He goes to different shows and everything, so watch that, and also put a link down there to his couple other things that he's got, a YouTube channel like I got, and a few other things. So anyway, appreciate everybody coming along. Please click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. All right, stay tuned.